The Galactic Council chambers had never hosted such a tense gathering. Representatives from 47 species filled the amphitheater-like structure, their varied forms creating a bizarre tapestry of evolution's diversity. At the center of it all sat Ambassador Elena Vasquez, the lone human representative, her dark eyes calm as she faced the assembled hostility. "The motion before us is clear," announced Councillor Zethkar, his reptilian features twisted in what passed for a sneer among his people. "Humanity's rapid expansion through the Outer Rim territories cannot continue unchecked. They must demonstrate their military capabilities or face immediate containment protocols." Murmurs of agreement rippled through the chamber. The hegemony species, those who had dominated galactic politics for millennia, nodded their various heads, appendages, and sensory organs in unison. To them, strength meant fleets of dreadnoughts, planet crackers, and weapons that could sterilize star systems. Ambassador Vasquez rose slowly, her simple blue diplomatic uniform stark against the ornate regalia worn by her counterparts. She carried no ceremonial weapons, no displays of technological prowess, no holographic projections of humanity's military might. Instead, she held only a small sealed container. "Honored councilors," she began, her voice carrying clearly through the chamber's acoustics, "you ask for a demonstration of strength. Very well." The Krillian delegate, an insectoid creature with mandibles that could crush steel, clicked impatiently. "Where are your warships, human? Your weapon demonstrations? Your threats of retaliation?" Elena smiled, a genuine, warm expression that seemed oddly out of place in the hostile environment. "I brought something better." She placed the container on the speaking podium and activated its seal. A soft hiss filled the air as the container opened, revealing nothing visible, just empty space. Confused chittering and growling filled the chamber. Several delegates leaned forward, their various sensory organs straining to detect whatever the human had brought. "I don't understand," rumbled Chancellor Vexthul of the Titan Consortium, his massive form shifting uneasily. "What kind of weapon is this?" "It's not a weapon," Elena replied, still smiling. "It's a gift. Inside this container is something that represents humanity's greatest strength, our atmosphere from Earth." The confusion deepened. Ambassador Yilhat of the Cerebral Collective, her translucent brain case pulsing with bioluminescent thought patterns, spoke with barely concealed disdain. "You mock this assembly with parlor tricks, human. We demand a show of military force." Elena's smile never wavered. "You want to understand human strength? Then let me tell you about this empty container. The air inside comes from a planet where the atmospheric pressure would crush most of your species. The oxygen content would burn your lungs. The trace gases would poison your systems. And yet for humans it's home. It's what we breathe every day without thought." She began walking among the delegates, her voice gaining strength and passion. "You see weakness in our apparent fragility. You think because we don't have scales like the Zethkari, or chitin like the Krillians, or cybernetic implants like the Machina Collective, that we're inferior, but you're missing something crucial." Pausing before the hegemony's primary representative, a being of crystalline structure and harsh angles, she continued, "Humans didn't evolve on a garden world. We clawed our way up from a death planet where everything tried to kill us. Our fragile bodies survived ice ages, volcanic winters, plagues, and predators that would terrify your greatest warriors. We didn't just survive, we thrived." The chamber had grown quiet, delegates listening, despite themselves. "You want to know why we're expanding so rapidly through space? It's not because we have the biggest guns or the fastest ships. It's because we see opportunity where others see impossibility. That irradiated wasteland of a planet you abandoned. After your mining operations? Humans are terraforming it. Those asteroid fields too dangerous for your automated miners. Human crews work them by hand. Those nebulae too chaotic for your navigation systems. Human explorers map them with nothing but intuition and stubborn refusal to quit." She returned to the podium, placing her hand on the container. "This air represents something else too. Every breath contains molecules that have been inhaled by every human who ever lived. the same oxygen that filled the lungs of our philosophers, our artists, our scientists, and yes, our warriors. We carry our entire history with us in every breath. The crystalline hegemony representative's voice resonated like breaking glass. Pretty words, human, but words won't stop plasma cannons. Elena's smile took on a different quality, still warm but now edged with something that made several delegates step back. You're right. Words won't stop plasma cannons. But do you know what will? The fact that the humans you're threatening include the species that turned warfare into an art form not out of aggression, but out of necessity. We're the ones who learned to make weapons from anything, fight in any environment, and most importantly, never, ever give up. She sealed the container with a soft click. You want a demonstration of strength? Here it is. I came here alone, unarmed, carrying nothing but air and good intentions. I stood before this entire assembly and told you exactly how dangerous humans can be. And not one of you has the courage to do anything about it, because deep down, you know I'm right. The silence stretched uncomfortably long. Finally, Chancellor Vexthul spoke, his massive voice subdued. What does humanity propose? Elena's smile returned to its original warmth. Partnership, cooperation. We'll share our impossible worlds with any species willing to work alongside us. We'll teach you how to breathe the vacuum of space, metaphorically speaking. All we ask in return is the freedom to continue being human. As she prepared to leave, the ambassador turned back one final time. Oh, and counselors, the next time you demand a show of strength from humanity, remember this. We sent one woman with a smile and an empty hand, and somehow that was enough. The vote was unanimous.